Small businesses are being hit hard again as states reimpose lockdown orders and shutter their reopening plans. I want to bring in the executive director of the Coalition of Franchisee Associations, Misty Chally, to talk more about challenges that business owners are once again facing. Hi, Misty. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
On Monday, California Governor Gavin Newsom expanded restaurant and bar closures across his state, stifling their efforts to get back on their feet financially after they just reopened. There's a long list of reimposed closures in several other states across the country as well. How are these moves impacting franchise owners and then other small business owners as well?
Right. I mean, this is devastating to them. They've already been in the midst of a crisis for 3 months now, and just trying to get back on their feet. And just as they do and are rehiring people, they are being forced to close again. And the current laws, the PPP lending process and everything that's associated with that doesn't reflect a closure again and reopening. So Congress is going to have to address those issues when they get back from recess.
And many businesses were already on the verge of having to permanently close from this pandemic. Could these new restrictions, kind of be the nail in the coffin for them?
I think so, yes. I mean, you're talking about a substantial lack of income and profits for these business owners. And I know that states like California and other states were going forward and trying slowly to reopen. But with these closures, they're at a 0% income right now. So this could be very well the nail in the coffin for many small business owners.
You mentioned this. We've talked before about the Paycheck Protection Program and how that did help small businesses early in the pandemic, including, franchise owners. Do they, though, have the ability to apply for a second loan if they're forced to shut down again? And then how do employees navigate re-entering the unemployment system after we already had so many issues with several state systems?
That's a great question because nobody really knows. I don't think when Congress passed the PPP loan lending program, they foresaw additional complete closures. So now, the PPP loans were intended to be a one-shot deal. You get your loan and that's it. Now, Congress is planning to come back and have a second round of a stimulus package, and we're hoping that maybe that will make funds available for those franchise owners who had to close completely again, like those in California and Miami. But Congress is going to have to adjust, taking into account what's just happened there.
What are the key issues that your organization is seeing and dealing with? And then, as you mentioned there, what do you believe needs to be included in this next stimulus bill as Congress does return?
Yeah, thank you. As we discussed, those franchises that had to close completely need clarification on whether they can reapply for loans. And for those businesses that are starting to reopen, they need protections from liability for if they are doing the right thing and they are complying with the state and federal and local laws and acting in good faith. They should be protected from civil liability for any transmission of the COVID virus. So that is a big deal for our franchisees to have a safe harbors to protect them and help them safely open their businesses and hire people.
All right, Misty Chally, the executive director of the Coalition of Franchisee Associations, joining us to discuss the latest impact of the coronavirus pandemic on franchise owners and other small business owners. Thanks so much for coming on the show today, Misty.
Thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.